Target stock has been absolutely destroyed over the last 5 days. We can see it's down 20%. It was down even more. It was down about 22% right before earnings. It was up a little bit from this, percent over here. It's just been crushed, right? And mainly that's because of the bad earnings, right? They missed by 45 cents. Walmart actually beat this quarter, so it's really kind of embarrassing. But this sort of thing happens. We have to decide, is this something we should still be interested in, right? Down 6% of the year, down 5%, or down 3% on the 5-year, not particularly great. However, when we zoom out, since 2014, it is still up. It's up okay. It is up, but it's not a whole lot. However, there is an advantage, right? And that is that their dividend is sneakily pretty good, right? It's increased a lot. It was going up 3%, yada, yada. Then 18, 25, and 10%. It looks to me like Target is mainly trying to redistribute profit to shareholders through dividends. And that 3.68% yield really isn't that bad. So if you're interested in Target because you like the business, right, it's cheap, something like that, it's just not doing super great. So for me personally, I either like cheap and growing in Kroger, right? Or I like, if you want growth in the retail business, something like Costco is super high PE, but also super high growth. I like that personally. I feel like Target doesn't do either of those things well. If I want a Target, I'd want it as diversification plus the dividend, right? Because it really is a solid dividend. Maybe you hope they turn things around, but if not, you get that 3.5% dividend. And it's really not that bad. And it'll probably continue to grow as well. And like I said, this is a cheap company. It really is. It's not that expensive. But it's also not doing that well. Don't expect any great share price. I personally wouldn't. That's not how. Now, they may turn around and do great and you'd make a lot of money. That's not necessarily what I expect. So they reiterated this before the earnings, right? So I'm going to kind of discredit that. But Schwab does think it's going to do well over the next year. No economic moat. I disagree with that. I mean, it's probably closer to narrow than none, but that's a bit extreme, right? So I don't necessarily know. But anyways, Target, I wouldn't necessarily be saying, oh yeah, this is a great buying opportunity, unless you don't mind it running sideways, getting the dividend for a while and hoping they turn things around. If you bought it high, it's up to you. I can't make a decision for you what you should do with the stock, right? But I'm not necessarily saying, oh, this is a screaming buy. Like ASML had a poor earnings. They fell 20%. I like the business a lot, so I'd still say it's a buy. But Target, I'm a bit more iffy on. If you like the business, this is probably a good entry point. But the fact that they even raised and then they missed, right? This was a little bit higher than I thought. So that just concerns me. It really does concern me. So let's take a quick look at what some analysts have to say. Analysts, it's like 50-50 with buy or not. So it's okay. It's like 15 of the 37. Let's take a quick look at historical PE. Yahoo died, so I guess we're not doing it. Let's try it one more time. Hit the wrong button. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I died there, but yeah, you're getting much cheaper than you were a year ago. That's mainly because it's not as optimistic about growth. So if Target turns things around, you're probably going to make quite a bit of money. If not, it's not going to be great. But I think you could get the dividend. If you're just expecting the dividend and matching inflation, you'll probably get that. And anything outside of that is a plus, right? But that's how I see Target personally. I'm not super bullish on it, but that's just me. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate if you left a like. Subscribe if you're new. I do daily stock content on this channel. I appreciate all of you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.